Hey there, my name's Tim and I'm addicted to local music. Okay, basically guys, I have a bit of a qualm here. I think Birmingham's local music scene is absolutely incredible. There's so many incredible bands that are put on here but are underrepresented. I mean, let's have a think. When you think of like London and Manchester's music scene, you're like, oh yeah, loads of bands, loads of great support there. Birmingham has just as much as those guys, but we just don't have the image, you know. It's not fair. Obviously, we've got to acknowledge the likes of Jaws, Peace, Swim Deep, the latter of which make me want to take off my shoes and go crazy. Don't just dreaming or sleep, it's just lazy. Sorry. And of course, Grime's biggest dental health advocate. But even with the success of all those amazing artists, I still don't think Birmingham gets the recognition it deserves because we've got these underground venues. And these guys, these bands, you don't think of them as bands technically from Birmingham. Whereas, you know, when you think of the likes of Joy Division, yeah, sure, they're a Manchester band. You think of Parma Violets, yeah, they're a London band. So maybe we need to give our local music scene a little bit of love. What I thought I'd do is give a personal shout out to 5 amazing bands from Birmingham you need to know about. First of all, Juice. These amazing guys pack your 5 a day of good songs into one handy juice box size package. Acid Kids is an absolutely brilliant track. But acid, citric acid in particular, is very bad for your teeth, guys, so remember. And on to band number 2, Mondo Royale. I found these guys on the Brum Radio playlist recently, and they've got kind of like a Nintendo pop vibe. A bit like if Metronomy suddenly went into 64-bit. Check out that track Day and Night. I absolutely love it. And it makes me feel like I'm playing Mario in a good way. Changing things up on the genre front a little bit, Lady Sanity, a local MC. That's right, we have more than one fantastic lady from Birmingham. Leisure is joined by Lady Sanity, who has this amazing, in-depth and more serious songwriting compared to Lady Leisure. One of her songs, Can't Say, is about 6 minutes long, and it is just pure, unbridled lyrical masterfulness and fire. Check it out, like she doesn't even swear once. It's quite impressive for a 6-minute song.
Can't get my mind from this view, can't set my sights on one you can see I'm nothing like you, can't see my blessings aren't true, can't step aside, I'm not you, can't I've learnt lessons on proof that the road needs to meet room, can't keep us down, we improve, sit in the dirt but we...
And I know for a fact she can do it live as well. Moving on to some psychedelic spacey vibes, a brilliant band called Afterbloom, who I saw in the attic of a pub called the Victoria. Good place to see bands, pubs. Hare and Hounds, that's what I'm saying. One of their songs called Durr is absolutely amazing live. I was at a venue called Suki's recently in Birmingham and I wished the night away by, as they played Durr, live bands at this club as well, which is what you need. Durr comes on and a whole group formed, people I've never met before, you know, just jumping around in a ring. Man, graduate life. I'm not lonely. And finally, slightly cheating a bit, a band formed in Coventry that I know from Warwick University, a group of guys by the name of Grain Death. They are absolutely incredible. I've seen their journey over the past couple of years. Imagine Allen Ginsberg got really high and dropped some acid, and then binge-watched The Simpsons while some Sonic Youth and Jaguar Ma, maybe a bit of Mogwai was on in the background, and you somehow get a sound that somewhat resembles Grain Death. Also live, they basically break things and all go down with their guitars. They kind of jump with their guitars in unison, it's like a hypnotic dance. Or March of the Penguins that play instruments. Local music is good. Obviously there's so many more bands that need support. Like artists that I know, people like Ed Geeter, Spilt Milk Society, and maybe I'll make another video like this if people like it. But all I will say is, make sure you, if you live in Birmingham, or if you're visiting, check out the local venues, search for the local bands, and give them lots of love, because they deserve it. And soon, in 5 years' time, we will overtake Manchester and London as the greatest music city in the world. I think. Sorry, Brooklyn. And yeah, if you like local music as well, check out Brum Radio. I do a little bit of a show on there. But other shows as well. Loads of really cool stuff being broadcast locally. And I will see you guys probably in some darkened room listening to some indie music swaying in the corner like a not hipster. I've got a text. And there you go. Get the label. See how popular I am. Christ.